Morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Samuel. In this video, I'm going to be explaining very quickly how to know that you are on track with your project research work. I am aware it has been a while I made a video about writing research. This will be the first in a series of in a long series of videos that explain how to write your research, just in case you are doing it on your own for the first time, or you're doing it for someone else, or you even want to learn. Alright, so this video will be the first in a series that explains everything for you for free. What you should take note is that I am not using a professional mic, so because of that the audio might be noisy. So in that case, what I will advise you to do is just make the most out of the video. Severally, I started this as a hobby, like I just started this making YouTube videos about writing research because it's my field. So I just started it as someone advised me to just open a YouTube channel and put everything there, right? So that's how I started. So I've not invested in a professional mic. So most times I get comments and they are like, they cannot hear. I didn't make the video with the intention of, oh, I'm going to do this for money or professionally. So, but gradually I'm seeing the need to just go all out and be professional about it. So very soon I will invest in a mic. So let's stay on track. So the title of this video is how to know that you are on track with your project research work. A lot of times, most people who are writing research are writing for the first time. They are writing for themselves, and there's no much practical guide out there that tells you this is what you do at this point, this is what you do at this point. Everything is scattered out there. So my aim for making videos like this is to help, so that you have a structured guide that you can follow to simplify your work. Alright, so first thing is, if you want to keep on track with whatever you are writing about, you should make sure that whatever topic you are choosing, you should make sure that that topic has enough materials on it. This is very important, because if there's no enough material on whatever you're writing, what it means is that you are going to waste a lot of time trying to reinvent the wheel or invent the wheel, so to speak. So look for a topic that has a lot of materials on it, and if there's no a lot of materials on it, it means that you have to cut corners, you have to use AI, you have to spend longer hours, longer times to make sure that your work is up to standard, up to academic standard, right? So right from the beginning, right from the onset, choose a topic that has enough materials on it. Okay, I am telling you this from experience, because I've written close to 200 research work, including masters, PhD, and then undergraduate mostly. Right? So if you don't choose a topic that has a lot of materials, what you find out is that at the end of the day, you are going to at the end of the day, you are going to have delays, and then you'll be stressed out. Okay, now, to know whether you are on track with whatever you are writing, right, one quick thing you can do is the second point right here. You can make sure that before you start writing your work, or during the course of writing your work, make sure that you have your departmental guideline for writing project with you. Remember, project is supposed to be standardized because everyone in your department, everyone in your faculty is supposed to produce something, right? Produce a research work that is acceptable by your institution. So if it is going to be acceptable by your institution, then you have to do what they want, not what you want. Okay, not even what I want or what I advise you to do. In the long run, you have to follow everything they tell you to do very strictly. Okay, I'm saying this because I've written for a number of universities: University of Jos, ABU Zaria, A lot of them Unilag. I don't know most of their names, or I cannot remember right now, but I've written for a lot of students, Covenant University, Bingham University, a lot of universities. And if you don't follow what they want, if you follow what you want, there's no way you're going to graduate or finish the project. So you end up being frustrated. You see that? So first of all, you need to choose a topic that has enough materials. Secondly, after choosing your topic and you're ready to start writing, you look for a departmental writing guide. So you get that from either your supervisor. Let's see if I can remove this supervisor. Okay, you can get it also from your level code. Okay, coordinator. You can also get it. Let's do this. You can also get it from your class rep. You can get it from your previous seniors or your seniors, right? Seniors. You can also get it from department. Yeah, from your department. You can get it from your department. If you ask for it, they will give you, right? They will give you. So you should talk to your supervisor about it, your level code, your class rep, your seniors, or even your department. There's always a guideline. So for instance, let me just do this very quickly. This is an example. This should be an example of a guideline for you to see, just in case you don't know what it looks like, right? So this, for instance, this is for Unilag. So the cover page is specified, the font size, the chapters. This is the most important part, the chapters. Okay, so it is specified. Chapter 1, the heading should be this way. Let me change this color to red. Right, so the heading should be this way. Okay, it means that you cannot invent your own headings, right? You cannot invent your own headings because everything has to be standard. What you write, what I write, what your class rep writes, what the student struggling in your class writes, right? All of it has to be standard. You see that? So because of that, you need to consult the guide. So chapter 2 also like that. Depending on your institution, you will have all of these things in your guide. Okay, you have all of these things in your guide. So that is the second step. First step, make sure that whatever you are doing, choose a good research topic that has enough research materials. Secondly, have your departmental guide, writing guide, departmental writing guide with you. Okay, when you do it this way, you will see that things get better, because what it does is it serves like a funnel. Okay, a funnel that streamlines everything for you, so that in as much as you are starting out writing research, everything gradually culminates in your final research project. You see that? So your topic that has enough materials, your departmental writing guide, all of these things and other things I'm going to mention, serving like a funnel, and then gradually you see that everything takes form and takes shape. You see that? Now, next thing is, after getting this guide, the second step, after getting the guide, make sure that you are actually following everything in the guide meticulously. Okay, it means that you should specify the headings the way they say you should specify. So I don't know if I can see my own personal research work from back then when I was in school. Let me just see if I can find it. Okay, but we're saying that let's see if I can find it. I just hope the network is okay. UGP. It's not it. let's just go with this one I saw UGP. Okay, so let's just go with this. Okay, I'm going to cut that part. Alright, so we're saying that if they said, for instance, you see how this is all caps, for instance, all capital letters, you know, the way it is arranged like this. Let me put it in print preview so that you can see. Yeah, okay, this is better. So you see that everything here is all caps. Let's assume this is you writing and everything here is all caps, right? Now then you consulted your project writing guide, and then it told you that for this specific chapter the headings is not all caps. So at the end of the day, this is the one you should go with. So you have two options. This guy doesn't do, oh god, I wanted to do split screen. Okay, yeah, this. So at the end of the day, you have this is your own, from your own thinking, right, which is wrong in this case. Then you now have what your department wants. So at the end of the day, you should go with this and then ignore this guy. Do you see that? And then ignore this guy. And then ignore this guy. You see that? You see that? So that is the use of following your research writing manual meticulously. Right? Now let's go forward. So this and any other thing your departmental writing guide tells you to do, that is what you are supposed to do. So you follow it meticulously, the headings, the line spacing, the page numbering, the references, you know, the in-text citations, end of text citations, all of those things, you need to follow them gradually. Okay, you need to follow them gradually. Now if you start following this gradually and you are now lost, if you start following this thing gradually and you are now lost, what should be here? Let me move this guy up here. If you are now lost as to what should be written in this column, let me do this. What should be written in this column or in this chat? Or okay, so what should be written here or here or here, and you are lost about what should be there, right? What you can do is consult similar research. Okay, similar research from your department. Very, very important. Okay, so from your department, similar research, so that you see how they go about doing their own. So where do you go to find that similar research? You go to your school library, your departmental library. Your department should have a library. If your department doesn't have a library, then your faculty should have a library. So when you check, excuse me, I'm not going to edit this. When you check your departmental library, just look for something very recent. Okay, something very recent, or yeah, something very recent. So if we're in 2025, you look for something 2024, 23, or 22, right? You should look for a project like that and then use it as a guide. Or you can even ask your seniors, you know, you can ask your seniors. They will always give you. Okay, they will always give you. They don't need it anymore. They've finished. They know how stressful it is, so they are going to give you, right? So we're saying that use your manual meticulously after you've obtained the manual and after you've chosen an appropriate research topic with enough materials. Okay, then next is Okay, we're talking about consulting similar research. Okay, so you consult it, you follow your manual, right? And then your topic is a good topic. In that way, you will not be lost. Remember, we said everything functions like a funnel, leading you to your final research output that your department finally approves of. You see that? Then, if you are lost, or if you've written whatever you want to write, the final authority as to what is right for your work is your supervisor. Okay, is your supervisor. Your supervisor is the final authority. Remember, when you got to your final year, your project was split. Your class was split into groups. Okay, groups of people or students going to a particular supervisor, right? So your supervisor is actually the final authority for your research work, because he is the one, whether he's a doctor or not, right? He is the one that is going to pen down his signature and then say, okay, you can submit your project to the HOD for signing and other relevant people for signing, and then that is all, you are done. You see that? So you are to always get input from your supervisor. This is very important, right? So whatever you write and whatever he says, the final authority is him. So if he says change this part, you have to change it so that he will approve it. The frustration comes in writing your work when you want to do what you want to do, right? Without consulting a supervisor or without implementing input from the supervisor. You see that? Right? So always consult your supervisor. Now, I understand that some supervisors are rude, harsh, not friendly, they don't have your time, all of those things. What you should understand is your supervisor is also a human. So he or she has his or her own life going on. You don't know what's going on in his personal private life. So in as much as we are students and we want to finish and go, just take it easy. You get that? Take it easy. Then apart from your supervisor, you can also seek expert help. Now your supervisor may not give you everything you want, like follow you gently. Some of them don't. If I tell you how I am my supervisor battled when I was writing my own, you will not believe it, because there are times he'll say, okay, bring your submission on this date, and on that date I will have to give him a call so that I will know where he is, whether, because I studied information science, library and information science, so I need to call to know whether he's in the library or he's at his office, because I think he was running 2 offices then. Okay, so immediately I call him, he will be like, Samuel, what is it? I don't know, what is it? Why are you calling me? All those things. So in as much as he is your supervisor, right, he may not have your complete time or your full time. So what do? You seek expert advice. People like your seniors who have written, okay, your classmates that they are very sharp and up to do. They are just people among you that okay, they are really proceeding very fast in their work. They are moving very, very fast in their work. So what you should do is consult them. How did you do this part? Okay, you are having trouble selecting the population of your study, right? You don't know how to go about it, how to defend your choice of population. So you have a random topic and you decided that your population is 745 people. You see that? Then how do you defend why you chose 745 people out of maybe 1 million plus people or 3 million plus people, right? So you consult your experts, your course mates, people like me, or just anybody who just has an idea of writing research. Ask for their expert advice. This is very important because it's to save you a lot of stress. Most of them don't even have an issue sending you their work. Okay, sending you their work. You see that? So because of that, consult experts. Right, so next point, I'm not trying to make this video long because I'm tired, I worked all night. But the next point is Learn on the go. Okay, learn on the go. This research stuff we're talking about, I don't know for your own school, but in my 300 level we did research methodology. I don't know, I'm sure you will likely do research methodology. But the problem now is that it's possible that what you are taught in that class and what is obtainable in the field is not the same thing. What do I mean? Sometimes there's a huge gap between the two. Okay, there's a huge gap between the two. So if that is the case for you, then you should know that you are supposed to learn on the go. As you are proceeding, you are learning. Especially if you have the intention of maybe using, after you finish writing your own, your supervisor have dealt with you, suffered you, because that was my case. You want to use it as a side hustle or a side skill. Okay, even if you don't want to use it as that, what makes you human is your ability to adapt to your specific situation, right? So just put it at the back of your mind that as you're writing your project, you are going to be doing a lot of learning on the go. Learning on the go. So just keep your mind open. Okay? Keep your mind open. Then as part of your learning on the go, you are going to be consulting previous research, consulting your seniors, your supervisor, level code, right? Apart from that, previous research work. Just open your mind. YouTube, for instance, this video is going to be on YouTube, or it's on YouTube, right? So learn on the go, be adaptive, and be willing to learn constantly. So this is how you keep track. Remember, it is supposed to be a funnel. It's supposed to be a funnel of different activities that lead up to what? To your final submission. Your final submission that says you are done. You are finished writing. You are done with the department. You are now a graduate. You see that? So because of that, just take your time, learn constantly, be adaptive, learn on the go. And the last one is be humble. Be humble. Be humble. Because if you follow some of these people that are going to be showing you the ropes, the way maybe you follow your parents at home, you follow your friends, you follow people below you in whatever sense. If you follow them like that, you may not get what you want. Okay? People have things they have going on in their life, so you cannot expect somebody to give you full attention. So whatever attention or whatever help and input you get from someone, you should appreciate that, right? So when you appreciate that, it's you being humble and you learning on the go still. You see that? Because I get a lot of comments that I cannot hear you, remove the background music, it's too noisy. Nigga, when I was recording those videos, I was in a class. Fan was running very high because there was heat. It's in the north we're talking about. Okay, that's Zaria. There's heat, so fan will be running. So there's background noise. To battle background noise, and then there's no professional mic. To battle background noise, the next option is put on background music as part of the video. So whatever you can hear, whatever you can get, that is your own. But this one that somebody just pulls up and say, I cannot hear you. I mean, some people are using the same video that you are saying, you cannot hear me, or my voice is this, my voice is that, and the music is that. I think what I'll start doing is, immediately somebody tells me on my YouTube channel that you cannot hear me, I'll just drop my account number. If you cannot put anything inside my account number towards getting a professional mic and whatever, then there's no point saying you cannot hear me, right? Because I started this as just someone told me to put it up. That's how I started. You get that? So we're saying that just be humble. You don't know the specific situations surrounding when I made that recording. You see that? So heat, fan, I had to cover the sound of the fan with background music, and it didn't come out all that well. You see that? So but we're saying generally, whether to me, to whoever is helping you, your supervisor, level code, the person you employ to write for you, because it's possible to get someone to write for you. Whoever you employ to write for you, just make sure that you are humble and then you follow the rest of the guideline I provided, right? Then I'm going to give you a bonus. If mistakenly you chose a research topic that doesn't have enough materials, oh wow, you chose a research topic that doesn't have enough materials, what you should do is use AI. This is a bonus for you. That's for just staying through the video. If you choose a topic that doesn't have enough materials, um, you can simply use AI. Give me a moment. You can simply use AI, right? You can simply use AI. Now, two AIs you can use. Two AIs you can use are Perplexity AI and ChatGPT itself. So I'll just do a quick search. Um, this guy, Perplexity. So I'll just open it. Just sign up with your email account, okay, so that you can keep track of what you've been doing with the AI, right? So for instance, if you've not even started self, right, you can just give it a prompt. This or ChatGPT, you can just give it a prompt and say, I'll make a separate video about it. But you can just give it a prompt and say, okay, you want to start your research, help me out, blah 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 blah. These AIs are here to help you. Okay, just make sure you are signed in. Yeah, just make sure you are signed in, and then use them to your advantage. Okay, for instance, for this Perplexity, when you are doing a search, you can put .pdf. Okay, so that it will return PDF resource for you or websites that you can actually quote. Okay, so let's just stop here for now. You can also use Research Rabbit. Okay, Research Rabbit. So this is just bonus for you. um, researchrabbit.ai. So you can just go ahead and learn how to use these guys, but I think I've covered the aim of the video. Go ahead and just learn on the go. There are other AIs that may not have discovered that will help you to tackle your specific situations. Research about them. Alright? Research about them. So with that said, I'll end the video. Thank you for staying with me. I'll see you in the next video.